Hi students, so now we need to learn how to expand linear expression. So let me go through with you step by step. What does the word expand means? So when you see the word expand, it means you multiply to remove the brackets. So what does it mean? Now don't worry, I'll show you what does it mean. So whenever you do such question, you draw the rainbow to identify the correct terms to multiply. And after you multiply, you must make sure that you multiply every terms in the bracket. Don't leave out any terms. So let's try one question. 1a. So first thing, this question asks you to expand. So we want to remove the brackets by multiplying it. And we know that when we put 5 brackets, a term inside, it means multiply. So over here, it means multiply. But we don't write it down. As 5 times x plus 7. We don't want to add another steps for us and make it more complicated. So how do I multiply and make sure that, and to remind myself that I multiply every term, I draw a rainbow. So 5 times x, 5 times positive 7. So let me remove these times away to make it less complex for you to see. So in this case, right, when I draw the rainbow, it is to remind me that I must multiply 5 with x and 5 with 7. So in this case, 5 times x will be 5x, and 5 times 7 will be 35. So you look at the final answer, we have already removed the brackets by multiplying the terms out in the bracket. So this is my final answer. So some of you might say, how come we can do it like that? So let's look at some numerical example. So let's say my x is equals to 2. So in this case, right, when I'm multiplying out 5 times 2, it will be 10. And 5 times 7 will be 35. So we add 10 plus 35, it will be 45. So how do I know that this distributing method, it works for every single thing? So now we look at the same question again. So now, instead of drawing the rainbow, I add the number ups in the bracket. So 2 plus 7 is 9. So for 5 times 9, it will be 45. So you see, are both the answers the same? They are the same. So in this case, right, whenever you do expansion of such algebraic expression, the rainbow method is the same as, you'll get the same answer when you combine the terms in the bracket. But in this case, right, you cannot combine the terms because they are not like terms. So that's why you have to draw a rainbow and multiply to expand it out. So let's look at the next question here, part B. So part B, right, now it has one negative number. So please take note, this is very, very important. Because whenever you deal with negative number, a lot of your seniors, they'll tend to miss out something. So in this case, same thing, you draw the rainbow to remind you that you need to multiply every single term in the bracket. And why you must multiply every single term in the bracket? Because the terms in the bracket, they have a fear of missing out. So now 6 times x will be 6x. And 6 times 10, or is 6 times negative 10? Aha, this is 6 times negative 10. So you must always include the negative sign in front. So 6 times negative 10 will be negative 60. So this will be our expanded algebraic expression. So next one. So now, what do you notice about the difference? Now you have two negative numbers. So when we have a negative sign in front, take note that there's a sneaky little one. Let me draw some space for the sneaky little one. That is hiding right over here. So in this case, negative 1 times x will give you negative x. Negative 1 times negative 10. So it will be positive 10. So this will be your expanded terms. So now the question is slightly different from the previous one. Now you have two negative number, and now x is not in the first position anymore. It's at the second position. But don't worry, it's still the same step. You draw the rainbow to remind you that you need to multiply every term. And whenever we draw a arrow on the second term, it not just means that it's multiplied to 10 only. It multiplied to entire thing, negative 10x. So take note, negative 10x. It's just that this arrow that I write out, I can't stretch the arrows so long to include everything. But it just means it multiplying to the second term. So negative 9 times 9, negative 81. Negative 9 times negative 10x will be positive 90x. So this will be my expanded expression. So now let's look at the next one, part E. Okay, so for part E, right, you have two variables now. Okay, so let me make this working longer a bit to show you what does it mean by expansion. First thing, same as usual. Even though there are two variables, but we still use the same method. You draw the rainbow to remind yourself that you need to multiply every single term in the bracket. So negative 9 times 2y. So this is what it means. Negative 9 times 2y. Negative 9 times negative 3x. So now we can multiply the terms out. So negative 9 times 2y will be negative 18y. Negative 9 times negative 3x, it will be positive 27x. So this will be an expanded linear expression. So that's it for this part over here. Any question, please text me to ask. Don't wait till the last minute.